Hello everybody, welcome back to IQ Boosters Gaming. My name is Sean. This is episode 4 of my Minecraft Survival Island. It's been a while, but I'm back and I did my very first time-lapse, as you could see from the intro. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I promise it will get better over time, just like my thumbnails. Hopefully they will improve as well. So behind me, as you can see, is a very small structure. It is a iron farm, a very simple one. It's based upon a design from ABOMINATION. It's not a difficult design to make. I will put a link in the comments below. It's also not the most efficient one. As you can see, all the time while I've been talking here, not a single iron golem has spawned. But I guess it's good enough. We'll see how it goes. Up there you can see an iron golem has spawned now. With each iron golem that gets killed, it drops 4 iron ingots. And I build it close enough to my XP farm, my mob farm, so that I can AFK in a single position and both farms will run. In the long run, I want to build all my AFK farms in this area, maybe use the XP farm as a central focus point, and then I can hopefully just AFK in a single position and let all the farms run and do their thing. Next up, I would like to maybe look at building a creeper farm, but that's for a future video, not for today. So let's get back to the island so that I can show you guys what I have been up to and the progress that I've made, and then look at what else I want to do today. Okay, so here we are back at the island. Those of you that have been following the series might recall this is the tunnel that leads from the harbor to the main village on the island, and I've done a fair amount of work in this specific tunnel or passage. I have detailed it quite a bit, and running down the right here you can see I have put in some stores, because as the ships come into the harbor, the sailors are going to need to re-equip, resupply. Over here we have got a armor smith or weapon maker. Then on this side we have got 2 cartographers. The little doors in the back there leads into sleeping quarters for the villagers. Next up we have 2 farmers that will supply food to the sailors, and then over here we have 2 booksellers and selling silk touch, and the other one sells mending. Come closer. There we go. Then on the harbor itself, I've just put in a bit of effort to make it look a bit more harbor-like. We've got some goods on the harbor, parcels and stuff, and on there in the distance you can see I also completed the harbor wall or the breakwater. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really I don't really like it that much. I might just redo this last part here because it feels a bit cramped, it feels small. But then again, this isn't the port of Rotterdam, so it's a village harbor. So it might just be good enough. I haven't put in any ships into the port yet, and I will explain why a bit later. But as you can see, it's starting to take shape. It's looking like a harbor. I'm quite chuffed overall with it. The only thing is this harbor wall maybe irritates me. Up there we've got our lighthouse. Now what I want to do is I want to maybe remove this crate or pallet that I've created there, and then build into this wall I want to build a accommodation for sailors when they come into the harbor, which can also double of course for beds for the villagers, because I want to have some movement on the harbor. I wanted to make it look like the harbor is active. So let's jump into that. Okay, it's finally not raining, the sun is out, we can see everything in bright colorful detail. As you can see, we've got movement on the harbor, we've got villages over there in the distance, and I finished the accommodation for the sailors. I'm having a bit of a problem with these villages. to get them to actually stick to the workstations I've created for them. I'm playing around with different places to put the bell, but I think the village above ground, on top of the village, on top of the island, is interfering with whatever pathfinding algorithm these villages use. This is the accommodation. As you can see, they get stuck and it's not really working that great, so I'm going to have to play around to see if I can get them to be a bit more clever. I've put the bell up here and I might just move it around. I had it hanging there from that cross beam sticking out from the wall. Let me see. Okay, and it's raining again. I don't know if this is the rainy season over here, but I have done some more changes. I've got another door that I've built here on the side over there, and that is more accommodation, because what I've done on the inside is I've actually built a village breeder, simple automatic one. Here we've got more beds, and then over here is where the village breeder pops out the babies. And let me just show you what it looks like. It's a familiar design, of course not my own. Up here they throw carrots to each other, breed the babies, they go through the hole over there and then fall down and pop out in the space that I showed you below. I have moved the village bell so that, and it seems to have made a small difference. Villages are more spread out, but it's starting to take shape. It's starting to look quite good. And that is another side effect of the villages down here. As you can see, they are mountaineers. There's the bell over there, but it is looking, I must say I'm quite pleased with how this is turning out, this space down here. I think I'll be finishing up with most of what I'm doing down here and really start focusing on the upper area in the future, or in the next video. So as I said, I haven't built any, there's another villager running away, but as I said, I haven't built any ships in the port, in the harbor just yet. And the reason for that will become clear in a moment. It is my biggest shame, something that I attempted to do and it looks absolutely horrendous, but I find it extremely difficult to build ships. It seems to be my Achilles heel. They look absolutely horrendous. Let's take a look at my first attempt. Okay, so as we approach the village or the island, you will see it appearing now in all its magnificence. What I tried to do was to create an airship. There it's appearing in the distance. And it really turned out absolutely horrendous. I'm going to 10-to-1 end up destroying it completely. I'm not happy with how it looks. Let me know in the comments below if you've got any advice on what on building an airship. The easiest way to go about it. It's not so much the balloon at the top, although I have to say that also does not look great, but in particular what I struggled with the most is the ship hanging underneath the balloon, the airship itself. And that's it. My big shame, and I think possibly the reason of what caused me to delay making this video for I think well over a month. I'm not going to lie, it's not the only reason, but it is something that discouraged me quite a bit. You get people that are redstoners, you get people that are builders, and I'm neither, hoping to upskill myself, but just look at that. It's an abomination in my opinion, and I know you shouldn't badmouth yourself, but I'm really not happy with how this turned out. Let's take a closer look. So if we are on the island approaching it, I made the rings holding the balloon together with copper. It's starting to oxidize, turn green. What I also did is I played around and I built my first structure on top of the island up there, but that's also going to be broken down. I don't want to make the buildings on the island from wood. I actually want to use some kind of colored concrete to make it look something like, I know that the islands in Greece have got white buildings on it, but I want to take inspiration from those sort of buildings. This is what the airship itself looks like. It's a people carrier, hence all the chairs. Over here you've got the hot air going into the balloon. So that's that. This will change definitely, but I am looking for your thoughts, in particular the best way of building a ship, the best way of building an airship. But as this is an island, I will have to build some ships down in the harbor itself as well. So let me know in the comments. And that's it for today. Please leave a like. Remember to subscribe if you are new here. And I will be back with another video soon. Once I've got rid of this abomination, I'll be more comfortable with working on my island again. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.